So I know you covered this, Mike, on Nightwave. You told me you covered this. So first off, I apologize. People might be hearing this again, but I didn't. I must have completely missed it.
Nobody watches Nightwave. It's fine. I
must have completely missed it. No. What do you think Nightwave is for the Sunday night show? People watch it.
Ow.
What?
Ouch.
Yeah.
That hurt my feelings, and I wouldn't be caught dead on that show.
I wouldn't either, but that's because I don't get invited.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. So everyone like the more we pick on Frozen, the more people start to like him, and I really don't like this. It's making it worse. I'm gonna just be nice to him. Black Rifle Coffee, apparently a couple weeks ago, decided that he was going to well, why don't we just play something, okay?
Sure.
I know this is a long clip, but who are these guys, Mike?
If you want to skip to the, well, I mean, you could play some of this because it's fine, but like once it starts to drag on a little bit, I think you could go up ahead to like, I think I know where the Alex thing is. It's like almost halfway through.
Okay. If not, I have the Alex clip isolated anyway. All right. So Black Rifle Coffee's been doing everything they can. All right. And look, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at these guys and like, they're cool. They have Tito's on the fucking table.
Yeah, they're cool, bro. They drink. They got the O.J. Simpson jersey in the background, which is super edgy and cool.
It's edgy.
They're his wife and his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Everyone on this show is a confirmed murderer themselves.
Okay.
Every one of them has been in the military. Every one of them probably has some pretty cool confirmed kills. These are tier 1 operators, bro. Don't fuck around with them.
So I haven't unlocked them yet, and didn't buy the battle pass this year in Call of Duty.
You just using the regular guys?
Yeah, I'm using the ones that come with the game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay extra. It's just cosmetic anyway.
Yeah, I didn't see the guy on the left. See, if you unlock the douchebag skin.
Oh, it's a douchebag skin. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not. You can't buy it in the store. It's one of those if you pre-ordered.
I got it. I got it. Mm-hmm. And the one on the right looks like he drove Chris Cuomo to the club.
He really does.
So these are the.
He looks like his security detail while he's on vacation.
So these are the Black Rifle guys, right? Black Rifle apparently got into some shit because they were talking shit about, he doesn't want any racist to buy his coffee and shit like that. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, no, we market our coffee to people who make $30,000 a year fighting Israel and Saudi Arabia's wars and murdering children. That shit is badass. Like, boom, bang, airstrikes hitting fucking villages, killing all kinds of people, right? That shit's cool. But I don't want to hear like racist jokes around me, bro. I don't play that shit.
So what happened with Black Rifle Coffee is they started getting pigeonholed to being the conservative coffee thing. And I think they wanted to start marketing they wanted to be the dude bro coffee.
They didn't get pigeonholed. They marketed themselves.
They pigeonholed themselves.
They made themselves that so that they had a starting off customer base. And then once they could elevate the grift and cut those people out, they're like every other business in the world, they always end up selling everybody out.
Mm-hmm. So both of these guys started it, right? Just so we have the background.
I think so. The guy on the right definitely was one of the founders, and I think the guy on the left, or one of the other guys on the show, was one of the co-founders at one point. And then it's like, Black Rifle has always sponsored this show, obviously.
Okay, well, let's check it out.
Number one, we have nothing to hide. Number two, it was like we had this adaptive athlete shoot that Evan designed that he's so excited about. He's like, well, shit, come talk about this. Like that we were bringing out all these amputees that have now gotten into. Yeah. So it was like, hey,
what about all the people that are amputees when you were blowing off their limbs in the Middle East?
That's
our thought process.
That was badass, though.
Because they're brown.
Process wasn't essentially like, the New York Times sucks. Like, their business model is controversy and sinking fucking ships that they can sink. And
isn't that what you did in the military?
Yeah, for real.
But really doing it?
I don't want you to fetishize the military-industrial complex and then use analogies like, sinking ships, controversy. Whoa, let's calm down. I'll call the New York Times right now. We'll get you right back on that list.
Getting everybody can, and getting people to fucking fight. And the statements that a lot of people are mad about, Evan was making from a direct question that was, what do you think about the people you lost as customers after back in November when the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing hit? And man, from our perspective,
yes, we covered the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. They wouldn't back Kyle Rittenhouse even though he was clearly defending himself. And people got mad because they weren't backing a guy who, again, as we watched the video, was clearly defending himself.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is they shouldn't have. The way they handled that was poor, but I would have been pissed if I was them too. Only in that, like, that fucking, what's his name? Remember that Lynn Wood, that scumbag lawyer who, like, is crazy now? He was the one that gave Rittenhouse the Black Rifle coffee shirt to wear.
Right.
And tried to, like,
I agree with you there.
You know what I mean? But but the reason Black Rifle sucks is all they had to do was go, hey, look, we know the story of Kyle Rittenhouse. Recently he was seen wearing one of our shirts. We just want to say we haven't donated or anything. But, like, they didn't just say, hey, yeah, we didn't donate or anything, but, we wish him luck or whatever. They just tripled down and they're like, yeah, he's a racist murderer. Like, we don't want anything to do with that. And you're like, whoa, what? Like, all right, you could have just said, hey, I don't know where you got that shirt, but we're not sponsoring that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But they didn't, whatever. Yeah, everybody in this right-wing grift fucking sucks.
Changing that perspective, we faced crazy attacks from Proud Boy factions. They were incredibly racist and anti-Semitic. I mean, we've got plenty of screenshots and videos.
And they're all Proud Boys, by the way. If anyone who writes me a letter yelling at me is a Proud Boy.
Mersh and I aren't fucking Proud Boys. And we make fun of the Proud Boys as a matter of fact.
We have ripped on the Proud Boys worse than you ever will, drinking bros. And you know what we get? We get messages all the time from Proud Boys being like, yeah, man, it's fine. We get it. We have senses of humor.
But the problem with that, with this whole thing, is that they do the same thing that the fucking libtards do, man, which is they go, anybody that disagrees with what we're saying has to be a racist or a homophobe. Now, in Mersh and I's case, yes, that's true. But in other people's cases, it's not.
Coordinated attacks going in on Telegram and all this shit.
So like Signal, Telegram, all
yes,
those places.
Yeah. There was this giant, and before that, I want to also paint the picture. Prior to
by the way, when I covered this on Nightwave, I put out $1,000 bounty to all of these drinking bros guys if they could give me the name of one Proud Boy that sent them threatening racist emails.
Sure.
I was like, I will give you $1,000 cash to Black Rifle if you guys can come up with one proof of one actual Proud Boy. Because here's what happened. They said in the interview, those racist Proud Boy types. Then when they got attacked, they just assumed it was all Proud Boys. It wasn't. It was 4chan people. It was Twitter. It was people organizing on Telegram. None of them were proud. Like, these are just, like, these guys are learning now that this is how the internet works. Half of the people that probably wrote them a bunch of threatening, like, racist, misogynist shit was they probably had no ideological bent.
Yep.
They probably didn't even have they were probably just shit posters that are like, oh, wow, look at the tough war veterans who can't even, like, look at these snowflakes. Look at them fucking spiraling. So people are like, you know what? I'm going to write them an email and fuck with them. This is hilarious. Like, you don't understand. There are more people on the internet that are rooting for chaos, that are rooting for the right or the left. There's a lot of people that will jump on this and go, oh, I didn't know they were that sensitive. All right, let's fuck with them.
I'm just fucking really I'll tell you this. I'm really, really mad at these fucking non-coms that come and they fucking grift their coffee like they're fucking soldiers. They use their military service as, I was in the military. What did you die for? Not Israel. I could fucking tell you that. And the whole, like, oh, anti-Semitic remarks. You're right. Probably did get anti-Semitic remarks, but I'm fucking sure. I'll put fucking money on this. I will put fucking money on it that when they were in the military and they were calling them Hajis and fucking N words and all that stuff. Do you think that they weren't being fucking racist to them? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. One
of my favorites was the what do you call it? The scene in Generation Kill when like Fruity Rudy, because he's like all hippie Buddhist guy, and he's like trying to talk all deep and shit after like a battle, and they're like just killed a guy, and he's like, I can't always make my own dharma, bro. And he's like doing this whole thing, and then it's just the guy next to him's like, man, I hate these fucking. He's just like, that's why I love you, man. You're so messed up. It's just two totally different guys, man. And that was like, dude, that's how I heard a lot of those boys talk.
Apparently, the guy with the hat was a sergeant, and Don Holloway doesn't work for Black Rifle Coffee, is what they're saying.
Dan, whatever his name was, was one of the guys that was involved in the founding of it.
Yeah.
He's no longer.
He might not work for it, but he was there at the beginning.
But he was there at the beginning.
It happened in November. I used to argue with all my left friends that called conservatives racist because I thought they were just making this up. Then I got
But it turns out they were right.
It
and
turns
all
out
conservatives are racist.
It turns out that when I was a conservative, I wasn't aware of there were racists on this side. We didn't know. We were just living in our little bubble. Then you're a fucking if you didn't know that there were fucking by the way, there's a bunch of fucking racists on the left too. There's fucking racists exist, but now I would argue that saying there's no first. That's a disingenuous argument. You would never hear Mike and I ever say that there's no race. The conservatives aren't racist. No, I'm sure there's fucking plenty of conservatives that are racist. There's plenty of fucking lefties and Bernie bros that are also racist. Sure, in different ways. But everyone is. This is this guy being disingenuous.
By that group of people and it opened my eyes of, oh my God, this exists.
How do you live
oh my God, this exists. That's like literally a thing.
How do you live in a world where Donald Trump got elected because of 4chan and not know that racism exists? How? How is that possible?
I didn't know it exists because they left me alone because they thought I was an ally.
Well, it's also a very small.
I thought it was an ally. First off, no conservatives use the word ally, so let's start with that. You piece of shit.
It's very small, and that's what Evan was referring to though in that comment.
By the way, also the comment of like it's very small. Nah, most people are racist. I mean, we can lie to ourselves and we can pretend that we can lie to ourselves if we want, but everyone's racist.
He was like, the customers that we lost, I would pay to leave because I don't want them associated with me. He was not calling conservatives racist. He was not calling anybody that supported Trump racist. He wasn't saying anything. We were talking about, hey, we don't want
No, but you were
people.
just calling all of the Proud Boys racist, which still
isn't true.
It's still a shitty thing that's not true.
Yeah, even the Hispanic ones and the black ones?
Yeah, it's like, look, we weren't painting everyone with a broad stroke. We were just doing it to one group of people. Oh. Okay, then.
To associate with our brand. That's pretty fucking cut and dry.
This is the conversation. So what do you think about racists?
I don't like them.
Racists can go fuck themselves.
Whoa, dude, racists? Bro, I don't fucking... Dude, if you're trying to be racist around me, bro, I don't fuck... Dude, please, I will knock you the fuck out, dude. If I hear you being racist, bro.
Let's see.
But like me and my buddies, we like to joke all the time. Like I made a coffee company that basically glorifies the past 20 years of disastrous, bloodthirsty, and unproductive foreign policy in which we have somehow got rid of all of our World War II goodwill. The world hates us now. We have our country is crumbling from the inside out. We've spent trillions of dollars we could have spent fixing the country, blowing up brown people. I've personally killed brown people before. But dude, I hear you making jokes about Chinese people, bro. Bro, I will knock you the fuck out, dude.
That's exactly the point. And I would even, can I add one extra to that? These guys say the N-word all the time.
Maybe not anymore.
No, but they used to. Yeah, but they used to. I'm sorry. And I know this might be another stereotype, but let's be realistic here. Nobody that has that much sports memorabilia hasn't dropped the N-word when their team lost a bet. You know? Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's not fucking realistic. And no one's going to sit here and peddle me these fucking lies. They peddle these lies. I fucking hate racist. All right. No, you don't. You don't hate racist when they were paying your fucking bills, do you?
Yeah, I like to shoot Afghani. I like to protect pedophile Afghani opium warlords while I listen to Five Finger Death Punch. But brother, so help me God, If I see you make jokes about black people, dude, we're fist fighting.
And that's my fucking point. Everybody is fucking racist, and I really believe that to my core. In different ways, everyone's racist, and it's a byproduct of tribalism. That's just the way it works. That's it. But if you're going to be like what they're doing, and they're saying like we're not racist, and then call all the Proud Boys racist, and you're a fucking hypocrite, right? I mean, either everyone's racist or only every Proud Boy's racist, according to them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fucking cut and dry.
This is the conversation. So what do you think about racists?
I don't like them.
Racists can go fuck themselves.
Yes. What are you saying? I'm racist? Oh, fuck you, Chris. And then
No.
they twist this.
Okay, let's do a little thing here. I run Black Rifle Coffee, and for some reason I decided to do something with the New York Times, which is pretty stupid to begin with. But fine, let's say I do. Ask me what I think about racist.
So what do you think about like racists?
I mean, really, honestly, I think that word has been overused a lot. It really depends on what you perceive to be racist. You know, if you're talking about calling somebody the N-word and not giving them a job, yeah, that's pretty shitty. You know, you probably shouldn't do that kind of stuff. But, you know, I've read what the New York Times wrote, and I think that you call anybody racist that doesn't agree with your policies. That's it. That's what you say.
Okay, I just wrote that in my notes that you are a...
See? You don't win. No matter what you do, you don't win. You don't win.
Stuff. The reporter was in the art room. There is thousands, 3,000 different designs. You've seen Gary's office. Like it's a fucking, it's a masterpiece of fucking,
I've seen
of amazingness.
brain.
Yes.
So
there is a pile that says hold. And on top of that pile was the design that Evan had done up with St. Michael.
He's the
patron saint of paratroopers.
People that
with
jump
an
out.
S.
First of all,
what?
Can I explain this, Race?
Fucking what?
Can I explain this?
For the love of God, do.
So these think that, like, you know, that since they were paratroopers, that they're the only guys in the world that use, St. Michael the Archangel. St. Michael the Archangel is the patron saint of any warrior class in a Christian society. Like, he's always been sort of the avatar for literally like sword of God cutting the devil's head off type of, like, that's the image of Michael the Archangel is the, you know, basically like God's head general warrior guy, right? So a lot of these dudes use St. Michael as a thing. I don't know why they said the patron saint of paratroopers, because it sounds so cringe. But they do use like insignias sometimes with the, you know, Archangel Michael on them, because it's badass. And if you are in a Christian rooted culture, it is kind of cool, you know? But my thing is, because they're going to get into why it's a whole, this thing's a whole mess, but just play it, because I'm so mad that I can't make my points.
I get you. Play it.
SBR putting his foot on Satan. The reporter goes, why is that on hold? He's like, well, we were told by the legal department that this was added to the DOD's banned extremist images. He's like, so we're going to look into that before we launch it. That was the conversation.
Yep.
Why would we look into it before we launch it? Because we don't want Black Rifle Coffee as a brand added to a banned
Yeah, for somebody who's not part of the company, you're sure saying we a lot, huh?
item on the DOD's list, saying if they came out and said you cannot display Black Rifle Coffee in a government facility, that affects our AFES stuff, all the stores on bases. Like that is so detrimental to the business.
It also
No, you're absolutely right, because soldiers aren't racist.
Can I point out? So this is where they made like 10 mistakes. One, how about not using an angel as a marketing tool, right? Would be maybe the first thing I would do.
Pretty good idea, yeah.
But let's say I did use one of God's angels to sell my shitty coffee, right?
That's a really good fucking point.
Once I was pressured by the government to remove that, I would probably triple down and go, you know what? I fucking dare you. I dare you to take us to court, or we'll take you to court. I dare you to fight us in court and call us white supremacists because we used the Archangel Michael in our marketing material. So Please, let's have that battle, government. You want to fight it in court? Do you want to be anti-Christian in court? Do you want this headache? Or do you want to just shut the fuck up and let us sell our goddamn coffee?
Well, Amanda,
that seems like it would have been an easier way to go.
Amanda pointed something out. St. Michael's also the angel of low, low prices. So that would have been cool.
Are you sure?
I'm not positive, but at this point, Mike, anything's possible.
Just to think that they have a large corporate ally somewhere. Like, hey, they won't really say it, but because they printed St. Michael, they're in.
But that turned into, and this is where stupid people, I will call you
we're
fucking
stupid, guys.
That's
we're
fine.
stupid.
He could call us stupid. Guy who thought it was cool to do a Drinking Bros shirt that looks like Pornhub. Man, oh, bro, that's so cool. Pornhub? Remember, pornography?
You know what, dude? I don't come in here and infringe on your gimmick. I don't go out there and shoot Iraqi children in the face. I don't appreciate you expressing disdain and looking down on your audience. Okay? You have your thing. I have my thing. Stay in your lane, Drinking Bros.
Stupid if you were part of this. That Evan was the deciding person that said St. Michael was racist. No, I jumped with a St. Michael pennant. Evan jumped with a St. Michael pennant. Matt had a St. Michael pennant. All of us were fans.
Oh, so you had a symbol that meant something to you, but you have zero convictions, and you caved the moment it was going to affect your bottom line. Not even affect your bottom line. Might affect your bottom line.
Possibly.
You caved immediately. Wow. How admirable of you. You know, now when you tell the story that way, I guess I'm on your side.
Why he was creating the art. We were just told, hey, this was added to a DoD banned list. Okay, well, let's look into it. And then also,
let's look into why.
Another
If
argument.
If it's 5 people doing it, then we'll publish the thing. But if it's like 10,000 assholes that started some militia group in the woods that hate black people, then we're not going to publish that. Fuck that.
But
No.
there is not 10,000 people in the woods starting a militia group. So.
No. But when you served, there was 10,000 people in the Middle East that hated fucking brown people. Right?
Yeah, if there's one thing these fucking former Army guys and Marines, if there's one thing they hate, it's militias being formed by the people who live in those areas to defend their fucking ancestral lands. They don't like that shit.
That shit. Why would
It'd be cool, dude, if we had like a Revenge of the Cis logo, but it looked like the fucking Bang Bros.
Dude, bro, so everybody knows like how manly we are.
Yeah.
Yo, we should also get like something about bacon.
Oh, bacon.
Guys
You know
like
what,
bacon.
Mike? I'm looking actually here, and our marketing research team has said men like bacon.
Well, how about this? How about this? We do like some cool shots, like just like Black Rifle did. What we do is we get some big titted in bikinis, American flag bikinis.
I love this.
And they'll be shooting AR-15s, except hear me out on this. We have to add all of the effects in post because nobody would ever ask bikini models to fire a live firearm with a bikini on because of all the ejected brass. So we could totally lie and make it seem like the chicks are shooting guns, but they're not really shooting guns. Let's just lie all the time like Black Rifle does.
Nice.
You never see those commercials where they do that? Like big two chicks in these like fishing line tiny bikinis and they're shooting guns and they're like, ugh, check out and you're like, that's not, you would never ask somebody in a bikini to fire a rifle.
Mm-hmm. So
no eye protection on, no nothing.
So this, I'm gonna try. I have a little isolated clip here of the Alex Jones thing. So check this out. Check out how cool these guys are. You ready? Here we go.
He was like, the customers that we lost, I would pay to leave because I don't want them associated with me. Our opinion on the customers that we lost, the racist weirdos that we don't care about, that we want nothing to do with.
Because you're a hater little bitch that's an incel living in your mom's basement. You're not a cheat.
Your mom.
Bingo. No. Bingo. Where's the lady?
He got it.
I got bingo.
Your mom's basement is their favorite insult for anyone that's not as cool as them. See, man, because you're a fucking... You don't hear these guys. You're a fucking civilian.
He actually does say that at the end. He's like, you've never served. Oh, okay. All right. So since I didn't go off and drop white phosphorus on Syrian children, I guess I just can't, I guess I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
In your life. And half of the like that fat Alex Jones down the road here. And by the way, I'm going to publish his address soon.
He's going to, and you heard that correctly, he will be, that fat fuck Alex Jones, he will be publishing his address soon.
Now, if we said that, Royce, about anyone, what do you think would happen to our, now forget about a strike for a minute. What do you think would happen to our entire YouTube channel?
Gone immediately. There wouldn't even be a fucking.
There wouldn't be. I'm not kidding. There wouldn't be strikes.
No.
There would be nothing, right? We would get the email that says, due to multiple violations, your account has been terminated.
Now I have a question for you. When the drinking bros were on Alex Jones, or when he was on their show, that was fine, right?
Well, no. Yeah, what? Can I explain to you, Royce? God, Royce is so bad at this.
I'm stupid. Please explain. I'm stupid.
Because the guy said you're stupid. He was talking to you. He wasn't talking to me, because I get it. So the way this works is, Royce, see, they needed him then to sell their shitty coffee to a bunch of boomers. And now they don't need him because they have the New York Times, and they probably have some distribution deals that were timed right around the New York Times article. See, they don't need us anymore, guys.
So when the drinking bros were hanging out, with Alex Jones in 2019, right? When they were fucking hanging out and he was plugging their coffee and saying it was great, that was fine. But now fat fuck Alex Jones needs to be doxxed because he doesn't agree with them what they're talking about with the New York Times.
You're being unfair, Royce. They're gonna dox him because they don't agree with him and because he didn't serve.
Oh, you're right.
Come on, man.
No. Somebody says Alex Jones had them on InfoWars. No. It gets better than that. It's not that Alex Jones had them on InfoWars. Alex Jones let them do their podcast in the InfoWars studio.
Jesus.
Alex Jones let them do their podcast in the InfoWars studio. But that was fine. Here's the thing. This is what bothers me. Alex Jones, you might like him, you might not like him, all right? That's your prerogative. But Alex Jones has been Alex Jones since his fucking public broadcasting days. Alex Jones has always been very consistent, right? Alex Jones has been a consistent dude. He's always fucking been a consistent dude. These guys, the moment that Alex Jones goes, and these Black Rifle Coffee guys, I don't know why they're talking to the New York Times. That's all it takes for them to fucking try and dox him.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you don't fucking play ball with these, by the way, you were in the military. That doesn't make you special. That makes you a fucking high school dropout. And look, no fucking offense to people that served. I know, I understand. Some of you are good people, and I get it. But this era superiority that, by the way, because of people like Alex Jones and because of a lot of people on the right, that we have instilled in military people to make them think that they are better than you.
Yeah, we've over-empowered them.
Yeah, this needs to stop.
Like, it should be a respected thing to a certain extent. Maybe not nowadays because what we do is atrocious. But there was a time when I am okay with having a certain level of default respect for somebody in uniform who served in the military. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not one of those cringe guys that goes, thank you for your like, that kind of shit is just ridiculous. But, like, I can understand, like, when you see a guy, like, I'll be a little more polite to a guy. Like, if a guy's in his fucking fatigues and he's getting on a plane or something, I'll be like, oh yeah, you go ahead, you go first or whatever. Like,
turns out that was just a no limit soldier.
He flying out of Atlanta? Oh, yeah. That makes sense now.
Fuck you, idiot! And then you let him in, and then his entire entourage walks in front of you too.
You're like, wait a minute, I thought that guy was a Marine. Turns out it was Mystical. But you know what? I respect Mystical more.
Yeah, I know you're right. Absolutely, because it's more dangerous to serve in the no limit army in Atlanta than it does to fucking serve over here.
Yeah. He made the song "Shake Your Ass, Watch Yourself," and you know what? He probably killed less people than the Drinking Bros.
Yeah, and by the way, Black Rifle Coffee, Semper's right. They're not trying to open little standalone locations. Like, businesses like Starbucks, and they don't want to be taken down. They went from being the conservative coffee group that doesn't give a shit to now just being the, hey man, sports guys, am I right? Sports?
But it's not going to work now because your optics are still geared towards conservative tropes, but you're pandering to the left. So this is going to fail for them. I mean, I don't think like they're not going to go out of business, but
No, of course not.
this hasn't been a good strategy.
They make really good commercials like the one I posted in Showbiz.
Oh, we'll check out their commercial. And, while I do that, I just want to remind them that Alex Jones selling his bone broth is going to make more money than any of your fucking coffee. Just keep that in mind, Black Rifle. Let's see here. This is a commercial?
Hello, everyone. We have a new person joining us tonight.
Yep, their
hi.
newest one.
Hold on a second, Mike. You didn't catch this because you're not a marketing.
Hello, everyone. We have
you're not a marketing genius like they are, Mersh. So you didn't catch this.
Oh, tits!
Now he caught it. It takes Mike a little bit. He
Yeah.
doesn't tits sell, baby. Looks like Arya Stark got a boob job.
And you know what the best part is? Is that they're going to. What are you talking about? Maisie Williams has giant tits.
Oh, okay.
They're giant.
Apparently you follow her more than I do.
Huh?
Guess you follow her boobs more than I do.
But I do like that now they're going into this world of virtue signaling. They're not going to be able to go back. So now it's like now you've cucked on the race thing and you've cucked on your marketing materials. You're threatening all these people that used to support you. You're just cucking. And now it's never going to be good enough. They're going to learn that hustle. They're going to learn that now it's going to be like, these Black Rifle guys, it's kind of problematic, like the way they objectify women. It's kind of problematic the way they They're going to have everybody on their ass now because now everybody knows you're weak.
So let me get this straight. What would be the point of doxing Alex Jones? Because the only point would be for people to go bother him at his home where, there would be no other reason, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
New person joining us tonight.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Matt, why don't you
don't know what
tell
any
us
of
a
that
little bit
means.
about yourself?
I guess it's like kind of hard to admit, but I'm.
Oh, this is the Matt that has nothing to do with Black Rifle Coffee. He's just a Drinking Bros guy.
Yeah.
being
Yes.
tactical.
Oh, shit, bro. Fucking guns, dude. Oh, yeah, I just realized that, too. That's the other thing they're going to have to deal with. They're fetishizing guns. Mm-hmm. They're fetishizing women's tits. Like, so this new mainstream woke crowd that they're going to try to pander to, they're going to come after them for every little thing now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be like, wow, instruments of death. They're literally fetishizing assault rifles that children get shot in schools with.
Now you're going to have no allies, since you like using that word.
Hey,
That's actually the one
okay.
plus side, by the way, to COVID. I actually don't want the schools to ever open back up. Because think about it. That helps us keep our guns. Can't have... There's no schools.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We all have our vices.
I've been trying to buy F-15s and nuclear warheads. I masturbate.
Oh, shit. Man, badass.
Give me boners.
I jerk off of Demolition Ranch videos.
See, they're funny, dude.
Fucking based. Fucking based.
Why is Vouch in this?
At this point, might as well, right?
Jerk off of Demolition Ranch videos.
You jerk off to Matt Carey.
I fucking love Israel. All right, man, relax.
Caleb, why don't you share your success story?
What's up? I'm Caleb. I haven't operated in 10 years.
I have gauged ears.
Not 1 ounce of carbon on these hands. I'm actually a lot cooler than everybody here. Actually, got a coin for being cool.
Why is a coffee company doing skits?
Because, man, guerrilla marketing, bro. I don't know. Bro, this is so badass.
You're not listening to the cool rock guitar. Huh?
It's so badass, bro. I think these guys are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I think owning Black Rifle Coffee is kind of neat.
You just don't understand football, Mersh.
You just don't understand coffee, March.